Your fans and your audience have desperately missed you. Does release still make you nervous?
You know, people think I'm pompous if I answer it the way I would like to answer it honestly. But because I promise, because you're doing the interview, I'm going to be honest. I don't think I need to be nervous. I think they're going to be all super hit films.
If there is a word that seems to be in the vocabulary of every single demographic that exists in this country, it is the word Pathaan. Every establishment from workplaces, your living room, and the tea stall that has strangers congregate, the merits and demerits of Pathaan are being discussed. From news channels to YouTubers to even political commentators. No one wants to be left out of the discussion on having an opinion on Shah Rukh Khan's nose, style, past history, political affiliation, and love for the country. The discussions around the movie Shah Rukh Khan and Deepika Padukone is less about what the movie and its plot can be about, but more about the assumptions and conclusions drawn from images of the film and how it offends their beliefs. The number of people hate watching the film and its marketing snippets is off the charts, wanting to post a tweet with the sole intention of being inflammatory. The color of a dress, the presumed demarcation that exists of what is acceptable and what should be banned, and fringe groups going out of their way to be violent and vandalize property, all under the pretext of a film offending and hurting their daily functioning, and even worse, being defended and justified for their actions. As the channel is more about the content of the film and the dissection, discussion, debate, and critical thinking of what we see from the storyline and its treatment, at least from the trailer, we're now going to be talking about the noise surrounding the film. The hateful campaigns against the film will continue because that fuels the lives of many people in the current environment in this country, but we're going to stick to talking about the film trailer. So let's get to brass tacks. The underwhelming aspects. Certain VFX shots and disguise choices. The thing that happens with a movie presented on such a scale is that it is bound to put a creator like Siddharth Anand in such a position where he has to up the ante and the scale. So you gotta go bigger in the kinds of action set pieces you're going to create. This leads to an integration of practical as well as CGI and VFX shots that are not as pleasing as one would want to be. I absolutely loved the shot of Pathaan escaping the establishment where he is confined on a chopper, but wasn't so happy with the aerial shots of both him and Deepika setting out for a mission. The blonde look of Deepika, which might be a disguise, definitely looked odd as the forehead almost had a life of its own in the frame. I'm actually the most worried for the jetpack sequence because we all know how it turned out to be in Saho. But I hope it doesn't become the forefront of the main action set piece because it is the hand-to-hand combat, or at least the glimpses of it, where I was totally invested. The good. Deepika Padukone being a capable badass. One of the most refreshing qualities about the Tiger franchise, especially Tiger Zinda Hai, was that Katrina Kaif was not just a mere spectator to the events. She was not just a romantic interest but contributed in the mission with getting her hands dirty. This led to several impressive action set pieces where Katrina really shined, and just seeing Deepika Padukone not only look drop dead gorgeous in the songs but presumably being an agent herself who assists Pathaan along the way gives me a sigh of relief, as it doesn't showcase the cookie cutter glamorous role, say for example which was played by Vani Kapoor in War. I wouldn't lie though that I had a small chuckle seeing Deepika in the blonde wig, but I can pass it off as it only being a set piece. I had compared Deepika to Anna de Armas on how she contributed so well in No Time to Die, and all simps of Anna had an absolute meltdown. But you know what I mean, as Deepika is of a standing not just to say yes to a role where she's solely looking beautiful. The purpose of the character is way more than that, despite the title role being played by Shah Rukh Khan. Hand-to-hand combat sequences. I remember watching this thumbs up ad with Shah Rukh Khan and thinking it would be so bloody cool to see him in action set pieces in Pathaan just like this. And looking at the introduction shot in the trailer while he is battling goons in a train, it seems to promise more of the same. I think the best part about the trailer was not actually the high-octane action set pieces which boast of flying in the air and physics-defying stunts, but the gritty combat that is taking place on the ground, when fists are drawn among characters. Whether it be the set piece as Pathaan is escaping from the shackles, something that we saw in the teaser, the train sequence, or when he meets John Abraham on the top of a truck, it actually is when I got the most adrenaline rush, rather than the frames of hanging on planes or setting off on jetpacks. Shah Rukh Khan's body language and delivery. More than it just being about Shah Rukh Khan returning on the big screen after 4 years and how we have been desperately waiting to see him, there is a swagger and baritone delivery to his character that is reminiscent of movies like Raees and Dawn. An inherent confidence due to the possession of being not only physically but mentally capable to ward off challenges as a secret agent. This became abundantly clear through the teaser of the film, from the first dialogue, Zinda hai, followed by the iconic laugh set the ball rolling for this film, and even something that we experienced in the trailer. This is what I especially liked of Hrithik's portrayal of Kabir in War. There was almost a smug attitude to him, as if he had a chip on his shoulder, constantly aware of the threats that surround him. And ShahRukh as Pathaan seems to embody many qualities like that. I love the fact that the dialogues didn't even come across as slightly cringy, and it's actually to do with the delivery of Shah Rukh Khan, because any actor saying the same dialogues can easily pass off as cheesy and generic. But it was not the case with the trailer. You're looking at dialogues by, say, Dimple Kapadia saying, "Ab Pathaan ke vanvas ka time khatam hua," or even Shah Rukh himself saying, "Ek soldier ye nahi पूछता देश ने उसके लिए क्या किया, पूछता है वो देश के लिए क्या कर सकता है." These are very generic dialogues, but it is the delivery of these actors that makes it believable. If the conspiracy theories are to be believed that Pathaan and Kabir were colleagues who were backstabbed by Khalid's father, then the character traits make even more sense. John Abraham and the surprises that may follow. I absolutely love the choice of John Abraham being the antagonist, and barring the choice of having a sequence where the man seems to be out of the set of Dostana 2, I have always enjoyed his performance as the baddie in commercial films. I love that Dimple Kapadia has been introduced to the universe with Ashutosh Rana, and what really invested me in the trailer was that they left the big surprise to be experienced in the theatre, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. Holistically, I am absolutely pumped for Pathaan and to watch it on IMAX. I hope the VFX shots don't look janky on the big screen, but this is also technical jargon that a niche group like you and me on the channel discuss, while the masses will come in huge numbers to celebrate this film. I hope it delivers a high-octane action thriller and exactly the escapism required for Bollywood to return with a bang. And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below what you thought about the Pathaan trailer. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.